Hey everyone, General Hand Grenade. So we're back with Operation Hindenburg, and this time we're in the fall winter of 1916, and it's the Americans and Chinese turn. And actually, there's lots to do here because we've got the Russian Revolution roll, we've got some units to put on for the next round, we've got the random events, but let's just get to some corrections first. So I kind of was wondering if I was allowed to do this or not last turn when I took the Americans. And so I've read the rules and I've done this wrong. So um, what it says was that I could go away from the coast now on both sides, but to American locations or where that convoy line is there, the one going from the States over to Britain, anywhere along that convoy line, or to an American location. And obviously, there are no American locations on this side of the board, right? Not right now, and they don't have any neutrals other than Argentina. I can still go to Argentina if I want, but like if I had say Portugal, then I could go to Portugal, but I don't have it. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll put the stuff back. So this guy was here, and this guy was here as well, and this guy was down in Argentina, right? So instead, what I'll do is I'll bring the guy from um, Argentina up to here, and then that'll be it. Okay, that's the end of my last turn. Okay, and getting it correct. There is another change over in Russia. So Dan was asking at the end of his video, hey, what do I do about this? The thing is, the train here has to go on the rails, right? So in order to go here where he had attacked, there's no other way of getting there because this territory was in enemy hands at the time of his combat moves. There's no other way of getting there except through Petrograd. So he would have to go back to Petrograd. Like he was thinking because all of these units came from here, that the train came from here, but you can see there's no rail line in there, right? And the other thing is, he lost the fighter, which was, like he was just a complete brain fart on his part, right? And he felt bad because it's not even his units. And I was talking with Tim this morning. We were talking about the Russians and stuff and the collapse and what, like agreeing what the numbers were and everything. Anyway, he says, you know what, just put that fighter back on, like it, because kind of, sorry about that, Randall, but I lost your $7 fighter. Anyway, so what's happened is he's taken the fighter back and took an infantry off. So one less infantry, one fighter in whatever that is, some frickin' place. Anyway, let's get on with the American turn. So we do the same thing every turn. We take the D6, find out how much money the Americans want. Our peacetime income increase. We can actually hit wartime footing this round. And they do. Oh my God. They were at 32. They just reached 37. Wow. Here, let's just move that. So 37. There we go. Right there, 37. And that means that they get to, they have to go to war, but they will get to collect this as well. That's the money that they made down here, right? So this comes off the board. The Americans are declaring war on anybody that wants to fight them, the Central Powers. So that means they're going to 40 right now. Okay? And they're at war with the Central Powers. You know what? I forgot to move these guys up. They've all got their mandatory offensive in for this year. There we go. Okay. See, I told you lots was going to happen this turn. Look at the Americans. They're like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And you know what that means? That means that they're going to put these four guys on. So, you know what? Let's take off. If I take off the 2 artillery, because now I've got all these guys, right? So this goes on as well. I am going to buy 2 transports for sure. You know what? Before we count everything up, let's do our technology rolls. So these are the technologies over here. And they're the same technologies I rolled for last time in descending order. The top one there is convoy system, and the bottom one is improved construction. There's wartime economy in there and strategic bombers. So 9. Ooh, that's 6. Look at that. It needed a 6. So they got 3 of them. All but the second one. And that's strategic bomber. So convoy system goes to stage 2, which means the Americans have Q ships. Then wartime economy goes up to stage 2, just in time. Improved construction goes up to stage 3. There we go. Let's hope our luck holds out, because we're not done yet. We're also going to spend 2 IPP right here. They've got a free roll because they took, I think it's Grand Chaco. So they've got 3 rolls then because they're paying for 2. And we have the green dice is going to be, oh, let's look over here. The green dice is Brazil. This brown dice is going to be Netherlands, so both of those have to be a 3. And the yellow one is going to be Romania, so it's got to be a 2. And, 1. That's Brazil. The other ones are a miss. 10 and a 4. So Brazil goes up to stage 3, which means that the ports are open. Or sorry, not ports open, territory passage. I don't think that really means much. We can't stop there, so it's not really going to do anything. Here, let's just go take a look over there. If I was sitting at this port here, then that would be great. I'd get the movement bonus, right? But I'm not. But that's the only thing that it could help me out with, the rails. It's not like I'm going to get through there or anything. And nobody's, if I was being blockaded, I could use this rail, right, to trace. But anyway, no mind. No matter. Don't matter at all. So that's the Americans. Now let's spend the money, and it's going to be a little different now than I thought. So 14 and 6 is 20, and I've already spent 2, so that's 22. I'm going to buy an artillery for the Chinese. Since the Chinese don't get to purchase any artillery. And they're not aligned yet. Although they're getting pretty close to being aligned. Actually, has that roll happened now? I'll look on the chart there. It tells you on the chart. So Chinese, lending the Chinese an artillery. And they're going to save the other 5. Because they're going to need some money now. Money and transports. That's what they need. Save 5. There we go. Okay, now that I'm at wartime footing, I can leave. Now you see me, now you don't. So, what I'm going to do, you know what? I should attack that guy. Look at him. He fingered me. I don't think I have enough, though. Oh well. Anyway, these guys are coming. Yeah, no combat moves. So this guy's going to come here. He can go 2 spaces. I might as well bring this guy there as well. And the pre-dread is going to go right here. Basically where I was about to put them, or had them last time anyway. Now these guys, the 2 transports, are coming across here with, I can barely reach. 2 dudes and 2 artillery, and putting them into Portugal. There we go. And these guys down here, let's see, we should move 2 guys down here and one of the artillery. Let's see, where's an infantry? Of course there's not one out. There we go. You know what, let's put this guy here and this guy here, and we'll leave. No, I don't like that. Let's go here. There's no transports in the water. It's not like anybody's going to take Buenos Aires from us, right? That would be some kind of trick. The only thing that could happen is he could get chilly and move in. He's got no transport to go around. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And these guys are going to stay here because sure as heck he's going to, if he gets that, he's going to turn it into 2 cruiser raiders so these guys can take off after him. They've got a major port here. That's why they're staying there. And let's see who wants to play over here. Now that we can move. I'm free. So there, we got a port here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 into C zone I-5. The coastal sub, by the time I get it somewhere, it's not going to do me any good. What else? Okay, these things are off right here. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. I can't see anything to do. So the Americans are going to go down. First, we'll take the Chinese artillery. We'll place that. We have to go to a major port, right? Because this is just regular. Oh, darn. I was going to go up here. I can't. So I don't think there's a rail going in there, is there? Because that's a port, and that's a... What about into here? Oh, that rail is broken anyway, so... Okay. So... Let's go to this port down here in Kwangtung. There we go. And what else? Bring our Americans over. You know what? Let's just take you over here. Okay. I'm going to go to the other side though. I don't have to reach around my camera. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set up shop here. I figured because there's, in this C zone adjacent to it, there's 8 manpower icons, right? These are cash and carry. So let's go to this C zone here. And actually I could have just got rid of one of those guys, couldn't I? Let's do it that way. So 6 infantry. We'll just put them down over here because they're, you know, like I said, they're all in that C zone. They're not staying. Okay. Then the cash and carry. This artillery is going to go to southern France. So that makes 3 for the French. And this artillery is going to go to northern Italy. Okay. I've just been using this to put the Lend-Lease and cash and carry units on. Okay. So we don't have wartime economy. There's no need to roll that. I guess just calculate the American money, right? Which is easy. It's a 4 and it's a 0. It's a 40. Okay. Plus they saved 5. They got 45 IPP. I guess we're going to have to move this now, aren't we? Yeah, we'll leave it there. It's not like the Americans are going to be using the Pacific, right? The Japanese don't want to play. They're on our side. For how long, I don't know. They've been looking at us sideways. Let's go do China. Okay. Here we go. Is this the turn that the warlords finally steal the money? Or will they never steal it? You know, we're actually getting pretty close to aligning. We'll see. Okay, there we go. Oh, was I not on camera? I don't even know. Let's do this. I was shuffling them the whole time. Okay, there we go. Shaanxi. The warlord steals the nationalist money. Asshole. Okay, you know what though? Look at that. He's got to place the units, like it's not just any warlord, it's this warlord. So that's 8 IPP, and he's got to go into one of these warlord territories and attack me. So if it was me, for sure what I would do is take an artillery and an infantry and put them here in Szechuan, because there's 3 guys in Szechuan. There's 4 guys here. I think this artillery, yeah, that artillery is there. So yeah, there's only 3 guys down there. But as far as spending the money though, like, I mean, what good does it do you to buy a militia and 2 infantry, right? Even though it's 3 units, you have to attack with them. If you were defending, that's a different story. So let's go on the assumption that he's going to buy an artillery and an infantry, because that's the best he could buy for an attack with given $8, right? Okay, let's do it. So he's got an artillery, I don't, and it's at 3. That's a miss. Okay, then he's got an infantry at, what is it? 2 because of the artillery. No. And then I have 3 infantry at 4, and I'm defending, so it doesn't matter if I roll 10s, 11s, and 12s. Where am I going to retreat to? My own foxhole? Okay, those are all misses. So let's just do her here. Same dice for everybody. Okay, 3 missed, 2 missed, 1 hit. Okay, so he's only got the artillery left, and I've got 3 infantry. And there it is, right there, the hit. So that's over with. All right, what you needed was somebody else to get the money. These guys, the Xinjiang, that would have helped. Yeah, the Xinjiang needed that money. Okay, Zhili, add 1 infantry. Okay, best you can do, guys, is right here. There's a militia here. That's an infantry, right? So let's attack the militia. That's a 2 on a 2. So we've got the green, and we'll do, let's do the white. So the green is the nationalists. And they're at 2. Yeah, they're both at 2. Oh wait, oh no, that's right. The infantry's at 2 as well. Never mind. And no. And no. You guys can go make yourself a coffee. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. All right. Success for the warlords. I guess I should have put my artillery in Nanking like I thought about doing. And here we go. So this comes off. It's not worth any money. Okay. So last card. Let's see here. Oh. Nationalists. Add 1 mountain infantry to any territory. Excellent. Um, let's just add it to, let's add it to this territory here. Suion. Okay. So now they have, oh, they don't have any money. They had it stolen. So now all they have is a bike lock left. The bike's gone. Okay. Attack. Let's just count up the territories. So there's 4 nationalist territories. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 12 territories, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think only 7. So they only have 11 territories. So they got to take this guy back. And they don't get to place anything this turn either. Finally, they stalled. Well, let's take these 3 guys over here. And up top here, we'll take these 2 guys and an artillery. This horse, and an artillery. You know what? Let's split these guys up and make them the same attack. Just for the symmetry of it all. There we go. And that's it. Okay. Let's come back this way. All right. Okay, we're going after that dude down in Shandong there. So 3 infantry, 3 nationalist infantry against 1 warlord infantry. That's a hit, and that is not. So, warlord be gone. Shenxi is back in nationalist hands, which excites me to no end. There we go. Okay, up north there, we've got an artillery, an infantry, and a cavalry. And we're going to go into eastern Manchuria. Here, let's take a look here. So we're going to go into eastern Manchuria. He's got a militia. Then we're going to go into western Manchuria. Same attack, but he's got an infantry. Here we go. So eastern Manchuria, let's just throw his, oh yeah, right, we got the artillery. So, okay, this is a retreat. You know what, oh damn it, I did it again. I forgot if that guy had retreated, which would actually have been a good thing. So I'll watch the video back, and if any of those guys retreated, then they're going to go back here, obviously, because that's where they came from, right? I know I did get 1 hit for sure, though. I might have retreated lost, didn't we roll a bunch of times? He might not have got that territory. Anyway, let's see, where are we going there? Is that a mountain? No, it's not. Not mountains. Okay. So he kicked up the artillery missed, but he kicked up the infantry, which got a hit, and the cavalry ran away. And then the infantry does get a shot at 4, or no, militia, sorry, and he missed. Okay. Took me a second there to get back into it. Okay, so the cavalry went back, and this guy's gone. pi goes down. Okay. And then the other place, let's go with the artillery. 4. And that is a hit because there's no terrain there. But I still have to roll the infantry and the horse. And the horse retreats. That's actually not such a bad thing because there's only one guy left down here and everybody else is that way. Here's one instance where it actually helps me. Okay. Now I'm going to have to watch the video back to see if any of these guys retreated, because if they did, then I might not even have got that territory. So we'll figure that out. And that's it for the Chinese. Non-combat move. They're going to move their artillery up to Yunnan, and they're going to move the 2 infantry over to Szechuan. And that's all. That's all we're going to do. Okay. Nothing to put on. So, time to get to the important stuff. So I may or may not have aligned the Chinese there. Depends on if I took 2 territories or 3. Because if I took 3 territories, then they have 14 and they align. And if that's the case, then all of the allies go to stage 3 of improved factories, which is improved construction. And that's all of them, so we'll see. Okay, random events. Oh, wait, let's just move the calendar. Oh, okay, yeah, random events. Random events are always first. Doesn't matter what. Okay. A couple of interesting ones here. Here we go. 1. Russia falls apart. Okay, so I was talking with Tim about this one, and it's not going to make a difference because Germany chooses one, the Petrograd formula, and that's if the Central Powers control 7 or more Russian home territories, and they don't. So he has to choose the other one. That means add 2 to the Russian collapse roll this turn. So we'll file that in the bank. Add 2 to the Russian collapse roll. So let's go to the east. So that one's a nothing burger. 1. Muslims in Central Asia revolt against Russian rule. There is no Russian land units in Kazakhstan, Turkestan. Add 1 neutral infantry and make it a strict neutral territory. If the Russian Civil War is ongoing, this will be a white Russian territory controlled by Britain. And that is not the case. Let's just grab a guy and grab a roundel. And unfortunately, he was there. He decided to move out. And that's infantry, not militia, right? Yeah, 1 neutral infantry. Yep. That's what I thought. Okay, so here he is. Just move the militia out of there. Or did we? Yeah, I think, no, it might have been in Mangostal. Anyway, this territory is now a strict neutral, which means the Russians, ooh, look at that. That changed the equation. The Russians go down $1. Oh, you know what? I forgot to move their income around. So they were 5 minus 2 is up 3. So they should be at 21 right now. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. So that means that the Russians are when we're doing the Russian collapse now, that means that the Russians are at 3, and I'll show you why. So it only has to do with IPP producing territories. So and it's anything new. So Serbia won't count, and North Persia won't count because they're not new. The Russians had them at the start of the game, right? But what they didn't have was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of those are IPP producing territories. Now Germany does have a couple of territories up there, but they're not IPP producing. Russia has a territory up there, it doesn't produce an IPP. This one here they've lost though, that's the only one. So that means 4 minus 1 is 3. So the roll is a -3, and we also rolled that random event, which made it +2. So it's -1. So if you're thinking in your mind, okay, that means they got to roll a 13 on a 12-sided dice, you'd be right, the way the rules state right now, but that's not actually the rule, so that's a good thing I'm clarifying things this week. So on a roll of 12, Russia will collapse no matter what. It's kind of like you can't go below a 1 in the Russian collapse roll. You can't go above a 12. So even though I would actually need to roll a 15, you know, and -3 to make it a 12, it's just 12. So unless the Central Powers take some territory from the Russians, they're always going to have to roll a 12. And last time I played the game, that's exactly what happened. They rolled a 12. But let's just see. Okay, Randall, let's see if you're a commie or not. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It hardly seems fair to him. Like, we were talking about this on the phone, like, is this a good rule or not? But we, you know, in the end, we decided that sure it is, because add a little bit of randomness to the game, and plus, you know, it was a fact that that's what happened, right? So the Russians have collapsed. Lots going to happen here, but nothing that needs to happen right now on camera here. This is stuff we can take care of off camera. But basically, all of those Russian units are going to come off. They're going to get halved. And he's actually doing pretty good when you think about it, like all those units that he has on there. Because, you know, like he might get more than the minimum amount specified, right? Anyway, that sucked balls. Sorry, Randall. But you know what? It might have saved this game. When I say saved, like it was getting to the point where the Central Powers had no chance of winning, but now they do. Okay, now the next thing we do is align Cuba. And so that's the Americans. Let's see here. Yeah, Cuba is worth $1, so the Americans go up to 41. And we need an American pie. And a militia. Yeah, I'm really disappointed for Randall because he's played such an excellent game, right? You know, and just a great strategy he had there. And then he still goes, and so that's the way it is, though. Okay, Guantanamo. There we go. Well, it's not Guantanamo, actually. It's Cuba. So the Americans got Cuba, and they went up to 41. All right. And then there's another thing here, too. So, spring, we add 2 infantry to Greece, or to Thessaly. Not specifically Greece, but specifically Thessaly. So there we go. And that's the only neutral additions. The other ones, I think it was only Bulgaria, but it wasn't supposed to be. Like, we've changed that. And we should probably change one for Greece too, because they're not supposed to get a militia for another year, but yet next turn they're slated to be given away. So we will see. So is that it? You know what? I just got to check something. There might be one more thing here. Only take me a second. Oh, summer of 1917. Okay, so the Chinese entry roll is not until the summer of 1917. So that does not need to be done until next turn. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I can't believe what just happened. We had this game well sewn up. And now there's a game again. Okay, we'll keep playing. Anyway, well, we weren't going to quit anyway, but I mean, it's going to be tough now. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.